Hello and welcome back to Change is Good. You see what I see. Another box of $half. Let's get it open. Look at this one real quick. Yeah, we got a 90% right on top. Looks like actually it might not be. No, it's a 40%. Looks like a 66 right on top here, so that's a good sign. Anything else? Well, we got a 40%er right here. That's a good sign. Okay, we're on roll number 6. This is the roll with the silver on the end. I originally thought it was a 64, but after peeling back the roll, it turned out it was a 66. So it's definitely a 40%er. I thought we'd open it live. Let's see what we got here. Actually, 2 in a row. That's awesome. The 66. And what's this one? The 68. Denver. That's what I like to see. All right. It's a good start. Let's get back to the box. Of course, it's always a good idea to scope your silver when you find it. This is the 68 Denver we just pulled out of that roll. If you look here at the top of the S, you can see a split right there. You can also see a nice big split right here in the T. Some extra thickness down here at the bottom of the S, some extra thickness here at the top of the U, as well as some splitting right here at the top of this W as well. There are 3 different DDOs on Variety Vista. This one looks most similar to the DDO number 2 or the FS101, which is considered a triple die. The mint mark placement's correct. The way the serifs are split, or the thickness, is pretty similar. So that's what I think this is. PCS puts this coin at about $55 in MS60. This one may not grade that high, maybe a 58 or so. It's got good detail. It's just got a little bit of luster missing on it. But a great find if that's what it is. If it is the FS101. All right. Let's get back to the hunt. Well, very next roll, roll number 7. There we go. 4th coin in. Another 68 Denver. All right, let's hope this continues. We have struck silver, folks. Next roll, roll number 8. Right there. Another 66. This just keeps on getting better. All right, let's go find some more. We're on the same roll. I've got something to show you under the scope, but it's not a variety. Under the scope is a 1971 Denver. If you can see that, right through the T there is a nice die dent. Pretty obvious. That's all raised. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before. That is a cool find. All right, let's go find some more silver. Roll number 9, and you guessed it. The streak continues. Third coin in. This time it's a 67. I like this box. Let's go find some more. We're on roll number 10, and you guessed it. The trend continues. I mean, another 40%er. Another 68. This is a great box. All right, let's get back to it and find some more. I put that 68D under the scope. As you can see, it's got some splitting right here at the bottom of the S. Also some up here, but it's kind of worn and hard to see it. The T is a little bit thicker in this serif. The top of the U is also a little bit thicker. I'm not sure which variety this is. It's one of the three on Variety Vista, or it could be one that I'm not familiar with on wexlersdoubledie.com. Still a cool find. Let's get back to the silver. Well, we're on roll number 14, and I just opened up something I haven't seen before, and I'm not happy about it. It was a hollow roll, short 4 coins. It was kind of like this inside the roll. Not cool, man. That's okay, though. Let's keep going. Okay, that shorted roll has redeemed itself a little bit. Let's go to the scope. Under the scope is a 1971 Denver. If you look at the mint mark, you'll see how it's doubled here to the left side, right in here. This is RPM number 1 on Variety Vista. This one's in kind of rough shape. It might add a couple bucks in value to the coin, which will make up for the loss, I guess. All right, let's get back to the box. Well, the silver seems to have dried up, but we're on roll number 31. We got a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have the reverse of a 1972 Denver. If you look at the lettering and states, you can see it's a little bit thicker than normal. The bottom serifs of the S's are also a little more rounded than normal, and there's some splitting in them as well. So you can see especially on this one right here, a little notch right there. If you go over here to the F and of, there's a little bit of a notch right here, one right here, and some small subtle notching on the bottom right corners of the lettering all across America. This is DDR number 2 on Variety Vista. It's a good find. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on the next roll, roll number 32, and we've got another variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. If you look at the I in the word N, you'll see a big split right here in the upper right. There's also a triple split down here at the bottom right, even though it's hard to see it. The left serifs are also more squared than they're supposed to be. You can see some splitting right down the center of them, down through here. The number 1 is also a little wider than normal. If you go over here to the word trust, you'll see it's quite a bit thicker than normal. And this coin is funny because I think someone already scoped this coin. It's been marked, as you can see. If you go up here to the T, the left serif is also squared and flat. This is the FS 102 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, or DDO number 6 on Variety Vista. This is a major variety, and I think someone missed it because they didn't look at this side of the coin. I always start over here before I look at this side. And that's why. I bet someone missed this one. Let's get back to the box. We're on roll number 38. We've got an NIFC, not intended for circulation. This one is a 2006 Philadelphia, mintage of 2.4 million. All right. We've got an NIFC now. Let's get back to the box. We're on roll number 42. We got a pretty cool die clash. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1971 Denver. This date is notorious for die clashes. If you look in front of Kennedy's mouth here, you'll see some feather marks from the reverse die of the coin, from the eagle, and some more clash marks above the bridge of his nose and in front of his forehead. This is a great find. Let's get back to the hunt. Well, the box started off with some silver. Looks like it's going to end with some too. We're on roll number 44. Got a nice 40% edge showing right here. Let's see what we got. That's 65. We'll definitely take it. Let's hope there's more. Let's go. We're on the same roll, and now we've got a variety. Let's go to the scope. Here we have a 1973 Denver. Here's what you look for this variety. Look at the lower left corners of the I and the N. You'll see some notching right here. The 1 will have a nice big split going right through here on the right side. The 9 has a nice split on the inside curl here, and on the outside curl to the right. If we go over here to the word trust, you'll see an obvious notch right here in the T. There's also a notch right here on the R, and a nice big split right through here, through the right leg of the R. The U is extra wide with some notching here at the top. The S has a big notch right here, a split right through here through the curl, and a big notch right here. There's also a nice size notch right here in the 3, but it's hard to see it. This is the FS 101 in the Cherry Picker's Guide, or DDO number 1 on Variety Vista. This is a great find. Let's get back to the hunt. We're on roll number 48, and you guessed it. We got another one. Another 40%er. Let's see what we got. This time it's a 67. All right, 2 more rolls to go. Will there be more silver? We're on the second to last roll. It's not silver this time, but it's a variety. Let's go to the scope. Under the scope is a 1971 Denver. If you look at the letter I and N, you'll see a split right here. An extra serif sticking out right here. And some extra thickness down here at the bottom. If you go over to the word trust, you'll see a split right here on the bottom of the R, a small one here, and splitting here at the top of the U. If you go over here to the letter T in Liberty, it's extra wide with splits on both of the right and left serifs. And over here in the letter E, you can see a nice big split right there. This is DDO number 13 on Variety Vista. It's a good find. One more roll to go. Let's see what's inside. Well, that last roll had something in it. Let's go to the scope. Here we have another 1973 Denver. Does this look familiar to you? See the little number 1 right here? It's that split. The splitting here in the 9. Over here in Trust. Extra width and all the lettering. Big notch right here on the S at the bottom and the top. Some splitting around the curl. Little notch right here in the 3. Another FS 101. Well, the rest of that roll was a dud. I'll be back in a moment with a recap of the finds. Now that is what a great box looks like. In total, we had 17 finds, 8 of which were 40% silvers. 2 of those were 1968D DDOs. We also had 6 Clad varieties, a 1971D RPM number 1, 1971D FS102, 1971D DDO number 13, a 1972D DDR number 2, 2 1973D FS101s, 2 mint errors, a 1971D with a die dent on the word trust, and 1971D with a die clash. We also had 1 NIFC at 2006 Philadelphia. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all again soon on the next hunt.